Yes, indeed. Now we've got Honorable Abiodun Faleke joining us this morning. He's got several responsibilities, so we won't be surprised if his phone rings, actually, because they might call him for a thing or two. Good morning, Honorable. Good to see you.
Good morning. Good morning, Nigerians. How are you? Congratulations to all of us.
How is it going on with you today?
Very well. So happy, deeply happy. I couldn't sleep. I was waiting. I've been waiting for this day to come. And we thank God, and then, of course, the beautiful weather.
So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So because when you say it's got a lot of role to play, the National Secretary of the campaign, and here you are. In fact, you're one of those who have been touted to be perhaps the chief of staff to the incoming president, they've given you several roles, and a lot of people thought that you're very close to the president-elect. What role do you think you might be playing? Do you know?
Well, let me say that at the point of starting this project, way back early 2020, what I had in mind was that I saw that Tinubu was the only man who could come at this time of the situation we find ourselves in Nigeria. And as at that time, there was nothing in mind to say, this is the role I'm going to play. As of today, I bless God, I'm an elected member for the fourth time in the House of Reps. I'm ready to serve anywhere, even to stay back in the House. I'm ready to serve.
I mean, but you won't be surprised if you are being announced today to play a crucial role, closely working with the president-elect.
Well, that is his prerogative. You can decide where
you are his man, aren't you?
Including you, you are
well, I'm a Nigerian.
Yeah, so in Nigeria, you must believe in Nigeria.
Yes, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
But Honorable, do we expect a cabinet list announcement ASAP?
Of course, within 60 days. That's what the law says.
60?
Yes.
I thought he wanted to do it differently. Maybe announce it.
He can announce any time. I just know that he must do it within 60 days.
Hopefully, we might be seeing some positions and some roles being announced on this ground today, or maybe shortly after. What are those roles? Can you give us an understanding?
Honestly, I don't know that.
Oh, you don't want to let God out of the bag. We understand.
I don't know that. I don't have such a...
Perhaps you know a little more than you're letting out. Eh?
It does look like that.
But what are your expectations? Because the truth of the matter is, we know that it has not been exactly an easy one for your party to be here today. And even now, as we speak, matters are in court. We see that strategically, you've chosen as the theme for this inauguration, Nigeria, better together.
Yeah.
It would seem that you understand that at this point, perhaps the country is a little more divided than it's ever been, especially in terms of how the votes went, for the presidential elections. So what are some of the things that you would like to see in terms of announcements made, or in terms of helping to really relieve the theme of Nigeria better together?
Well, thank you. I think that what is critical is for all of us to believe in the entity Nigeria. Not because I'm a Yoruba man or an Igbo man or a Hausa man. Believe in Nigeria and play your role, not because you want your village or your community to be developed. No, play your role and see how Nigeria can be better and respected across the world. When we travel out of this country, we see other countries in a very, very smooth governance. And so we expect that this government that is going to be sworn in today will, of course, bring us to that level of respect across the world.
So do we expect that Nigeria, that theme, better together, do we expect to see it in his engagements, announcements, projects, across board?
Inclusiveness, complete inclusiveness.
He has those plans.
Of course, of course.
Can you tell us, because I know that you're deeply part of this organization, of this event in the transition period, what are we to expect? Who are the leaders? Who are those personalities that we are likely to see today on the ground?
Oh, we expect to see all Nigerians here. We expect to see all Nigerians, including all our former head of states. We expect to see them here. We expect to, here, we have more than 60 foreign heads of states or foreign countries being represented. And so, we are lucky, honestly speaking. We are lucky because we do not expect. Some think that by this time we should be in crisis. But here we are. Everything is smooth. God is really in control in Nigeria. So, this is God's project, like my president said. We had issues, we had crises, but God just decided to anoint the person who won, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Well, I mean, for your team, because I know when I say team now, I'm using the word technically because the Lagos boys, like you always call yourselves, you've worked with the president-elect when he was governor. You've been in the House. You wanted to be governor in Kogi State. You've seen his support. There's enormous expectations from Nigerians. I hope the Lagos project will not disappoint the Nigerian project.
The Lagos, Nigeria will become a Nigerian project. The Lagos man, the city boy himself, has come by the grace of God. Hope is here. He has come to take over the reign of the country. And so what he did in Lagos is just very, very minute of what he's going to do in Nigeria. He's going to set the country on a standard that every other person will follow thereafter. As it is today, Lagos is on a rolling plan. Even if you become governor tomorrow, you have to follow that plan because you cannot afford to fail. And so also that will happen in this country.
So perhaps you can tell us then, what kind of speech do you expect today?
Yeah, a motivating speech, a speech that Nigerians will believe that they have a government, a speech that will captivate Nigerians everywhere they are in the world, a speech that will bring Nigerians back home to come and contribute to the development of this country.
Does it bother you that perhaps, I do not know if they were invited, but members of other political parties, especially those who contested with him in the elections, I mean, I do not know if they were invited, and it's not clear if they will be here today, but will it bother you that they won't be here today?
No, for me, they have a right. They are in court. And so some of them feel that if they come in here, which means they have already abandoned their case in court. But I know we have so many PDP members who are coming here today. I saw about 500 of them yesterday, supporters of PDP, who came to meet me to say they needed cards. But I said, oh, I can't give 500 cards. I can only give very few. So this Nigeria is coming of age.
I mean, President-elect is someone that is always described as the guy that has good eyes for talents and quality, putting together a good team.
Yeah.
What kind of team do you think that we should expect from Bola Tinubu?
A team that will move Nigeria forward. A team that will be all-inclusive, including other parties. That's what you should expect.
Really?
Oh. Yeah.
Are we expected to see other members of other political parties?
They are Nigerians, for God's sake. If they can contribute, I'm sure he will pick them out and add them to his team.
All right, then we know you have a busy schedule, but we do appreciate your time talking to us this morning.
Thank you. Congratulations to Nigerians. Thank you very much. God bless.
All right, so there you go.